Hello, world, and welcome to another episode of Critical Hit, a foul-mouthed podcast where we talk about everything. I'm your host, Red King, and with me always is Crimson and Chrono Warden.
I got beef!
I wasn't ready for that.
I was surprised both ways on that one.
I wasn't ready for that. Just get the shit out of me.
Tonight, two Mythical Champs enter, only one leaves. We are on round 4 of Mythical Champs. Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
You just threw off my fucking rhythm. Critical Hits, Mythical Champs, round 4 starts now!
On the bony shores. Gary.
Before we begin, we're doing another segment. We're trying out a new segment. This one. You happy with yourself?
Sorry.
Fucking A.
I didn't mean to. I mean, I might have been too.
It's our self-titled.
That was a critical hit!
Okay, I feel like I'm missing like some caffeine or crack.
Or both.
Alcohol.
I'm on a fucking high keel right now, I'm gonna be honest.
So the idea behind this segment is that we go over something that is just fucking awesome, that unanimously we all three of us amazing critical hitters deem it a critical hit.
Yeah.
Tonight we are talking about just a little praise sesh, a little simp sesh, if you will, about Nintendo.
Let's get it on with that sim session. Like, you know what? Scratch that. Like, just imagine a graphic pops out and it's scribbled out. It's now called sim session.
Absolutely not.
Goes from critical hit to sim session.
Sim sesh. Sim sesh. What are we simping on today?
Nintendo! I'll never stop loving you! Oh my gosh!
Nintendo!
So yeah, Nintendo's coming out strong, man. Like, we hadn't had a chance to officially talk about the direct they had, and when was it? It was June. Yeah,
Last month.
Yeah,
Right at the end.
Yeah. Last
About a
month
ago, yeah.
Last month's direct was, I mean, it was stacked. Like, it was crazy stacked, man. Like, how are you going to come out with big announcements that nobody would have seen come? Like, who would have saw a Mario RPG remake coming? Like, no one. There hasn't been an entry in the Mario RPG series. We're not talking about Superstar Saga. We're not talking about any of that.
Those games are still really fucking good.
They're good. I agree. They're good. But, like, bruh, like, what's his name? Chino?
Yeah.
They got Chino back.
Yeah.
Like, and like, this game looks amazing. Like, this game looks amazing. And it's weird the extent that Nintendo's going through for, like, almost preservation of their classic games. Not only are they, like, bringing it back through, like, the virtual console, but then they're doing, like, crazy remakes, dude. The fidelity is insane.
Well, even with the classic collection stuff for like the Game Boy and shit like that on the Switch,
Yeah.
the graphics on those, I don't know, like what upscaling they're using for the GBA. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of that, if you're interested in playing my actual favorite Zelda title, it just dropped.
Yeah, they just Oracle of Ages and Seasons
No shit, really?
are live on the
Interesting.
Guess which one of those is my favorite, though?
Ages.
Nope.
Come on.
See, I was gonna say Seasons,
It is
so I was right. Ah!
You're not Weather Warden.
Yeah, I guess it would definitely be more fitting of your
Din
name.
is a
but-
better character to me than Nairu.
Fair. That's fair. I mean, that's also, let's be honest.
I'm a man that prefers dancers to singers, I'll be frank.
Yeah. And some spice. Little spice.
Plus, there is the fact that if you can control the seasons, you're also controlling time anyway.
Oh.
How is that? No, I don't know how it works.
It's like I'm not ready for science.
Science. The
I murdered him with science.
isn't like hitting somebody upside the head until they die, murdering them with science, because that's just kinetics.
Yeah.
That that's a really I mean that's a stretch, but pretty impressive.
I'm a scientist. Bonk.
Today we're studying kinetics. What does a baseball bat do to a human scrotum?
Why the scrotum?
Maximum pain ensures best results.
So we have to pull back onto topic on this one.
Oh, pull back, huh? Like the foreskin of life.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You're on some shit right now. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's really on. He's on his funky bullshit today. But like for a console that hasn't, they've been like screaming for a Switch 2,
Yeah.
a Switch Pro or something, like some meaningful hardware upgrade, and they haven't really released anything like super new in 6 years.
The
Yeah.
Switch is 8 years old.
What?
2015.
No, what? Didn't it get released in 2017?
No.
Hit him
Wait.
with that. I'm going to just keep making my point. You hit him with that Google foo
Yeah.
to either confirm or deny its ancient status.
It's still pretty ancient. I'm not gonna lie. Even if it was
No, it was 2017, so yeah, 6.
okay, yeah. That's not bad.
Was it Wii U 15?
Dude, I got that on launch. Like that's the thing is I got like my Switch is dusty. It's a little cracked in a couple spots, but that motherfucker still runs.
Yeah, and like it has the hardware itself, besides the Joy-Con drift, which I haven't personally experienced.
I actually had one. I had a Joy-Con that my original gray ones were a little whack. But I mean, since then I've gotten the blue and red set and they've been good.
And like there's been no one's ever they don't come out with new hardware, but no one's ever just like drawing a line against the Switch. And I think that's kind of like Nintendo's thing, is like no matter what they do, people are still like so hardcore about them.
Yeah. Also, this is kind of an aside, but how the fuck did it take me 6 years to figure out that when you get the red and blue Joy-Con, they are not specific sides of red and blue? It's randomized.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking know that because now, because of trading with Red King, I have an iced out Switch. It's all blue.
I was actually really surprised on that one.
I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even know that. And maybe everybody else might be like, oh, obviously, but fuck that. I didn't know that shit until literally like, it was like, what, a month ago?
Yeah, like, and they don't really advertise it as red and blue versus blue and red. You just crack it open and you're just expecting it to be
Yeah.
one way, but there's
Red and yellow.
But you know, they're coming out strong, and I would argue. Excuse me.
bad?
Yeah.
Yeet.
Fuck you, man. What is wrong with you today? You had your coffee?
I don't drink coffee. I woke up in spite mode.
Nice.
Like I chose violence. But I would argue that Nintendo is doing the best with games.
Mm-hmm.
I'd agree.
Every other company, like now, granted, you know, you got Sony, you got Microsoft. Microsoft is doing fantastic with services. Their services are fantastic because you can get, you know, I can't remember the name right now. It is
Game Pass.
Xbox Game Pass. And not only do you get like a plethora of amazing third-party games, but a lot of their big titles get released on that.
Yeah, anything first party.
Yeah, which
Starfield.
which is kind of amazing. Like that's a pretty, like that's a very good deal. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, as a service, awesome. You know, Sony, they copied it. They started doing that too. You know, they have a lot of, you know, you got your Call of Duties, you got your like, but it's like at the same time, aside from that,
Nintendo never had to make it a subscription. It was just like, okay, do you want to play? Do you want to pay $60 for this bitch or not? Like,
yeah, and it's like worth it.
So that's the other thing, right? For the most part, barring like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet being technical glitches galore, which even then most of them were hilarious, so whatever.
Yeah.
But
I haven't been able to glitch out my game yet.
well, they've patched it since.
Fair enough.
Has the frame rate gotten better? I'll be honest, since I've finished it, I haven't played it in a while.
I haven't played it since
I'm interested.
last year.
I'm interested to jump on there because
They
I know
just released the DLC. I know that.
maybe I might turn that back on. That's kind of interesting. The other thing, I mean, speaking on the Switch too, there's a lot of rumors going on about that it's on the horizon.
Well, that's just it, right? Like, how do you improve the Switch? Better hardware. That's it. Like
Yep.
the
Yeah.
portability. The Steam Deck, straight up, and all these other fucking imposters. The Steam Deck is not an imposter, but like everything else is basically just copying those two.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the funny thing is too is Microsoft recently, because obviously they own Activision.
It was approved.
Yeah. Yep. So, but the thing is, Microsoft and Nintendo have had this weird thing going on. They're kind of working hand in hand.
Yeah.
And there was actually a deal signed for, I think it's the next 5 years or something like that, to bring Call of Duty to
10
Nintendo.
years.
10 years, yeah. To bring Call of Duty to the Nintendo consoles. Now, that's the thing is, there's no way in hell, I love the Switch, there's no way in hell that you're running a tangible Call of Duty
It's
on the
gonna be
Switch right now.
mobile.
Yeah, well, it could be
No,
mobile.
COD Mobile sucks.
Or,
Yeah, but
But-
they can improve it.
Overwatch 2 works fine on Switch.
well, there's that new Tegra chip that is several times more powerful than the Tegra 1 that is found in the Switch.
So you're thinking we're gonna see
I'm
end of the
thinking,
year?
yeah. I'm thinking, and because there's already rumor floating around that there's a Switch 2 or some form of upgraded Switch that is significantly closer to the PlayStation 4 in power. So if that's the case, I could see Call of Duty happening, and if it's dude portable,
That's cool, but it still means Nintendo's hardware is like 10 years behind.
I agree, but I will say this. There's not many developers right now changing the game with that power that they have on the PlayStation 5 and the Series X.
True.
No one's really utilizing it besides like
First party.
yeah. And even then it's not really to a shocking extent. Like, you know,
Crisis remake announced.
if that
CPUs cry everywhere.
if that happened, I would be like, shit. Come on, Nintendo. But you know,
Come on, step it up. Get them teraflops.
but here's the thing, they haven't
One teraflop. And then Nintendo's like, we're done. They never upgrade above 1 teraflop.
like that's it. That's the only teraflop you get. But I've been shocked, man. They've been doing well without it, without all the bells and whistles. You know what I'm saying? They don't really got much for streaming on the Switch. They don't got much. Obviously, there's no other form of playback
It
besides.
doesn't even have an internet browser.
Yeah. There's nothing to it.
Well, there is a reason for that. People were looking up porn on their 3DS web browser.
Cool.
Sorry. It's like,
Crimson was the reason.
it's like, what game are you playing? Boom, boom,
Riley Reid.
Whoops. Turn the volume down. Like, I thought I was turning the volume down. It was my 3D slider.
Damn.
But no, I mean, you know, that direct was strong, and it's weird. It's weird to have that much coming out of a console that really doesn't seem like it has anywhere else to go.
Yeah, because the trickle has been happening for the other big developers where it's just like you get 1 or 2 really good ones. But I think not only is it good games that are being announced, but it's a varied roster of games. I think, yeah, you really can't beat it. I think that if it stays its course and it refuses to be slave to the times and fashions, then I think that it's going to continue to be like, I don't know, pert near unfucking beatable.
Yeah. And I'm here for the Switch too, man. You give me a more powerful Switch. I would love to see, like, if you started seeing like fucking Zelda looking more like fucking Last of Us Part 2 or some shit.
God of War.
Yeah, God of War. That's what I'm saying. Even like God of War.
Ghosts of Tsushima.
Ooh, that's the thing. Ghost of Tsushima was a PlayStation 4 game, dude.
Yeah.
If I could play Ghost of Tsushima level shit in handheld mode, I'm good.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Yeah, I would go for that.
Yeah. That would be fucking amazing. No, Nintendo's killing it. I got to give it to them.
Yep. And I think that was a fun demonstration on what to look forward to when we do our critical hit segments on Critical Hit.
Dragon Quest Monsters.
Wow.
Dragon Quest Monsters has a new game coming out at the end of the year, and it's the first one released in the US in a very long time. And if you want a series that is better than Pokemon, Dragon Quest Monsters.
Ooh,
Damn.
that's kind of a hot take.
Shots fired. We are back at it again with Mythical Champions. We are on round 4.
This is me clapping, by the way.
No, he's fapping. It's disgusting. Be glad we're audio only.
Fastest hands in the West.
Still can't get a girlfriend.
Whoa. Hey, that's not technically true. There's been developments anyways.
Two mythical champions enter, only one will survive. Last round was Tsujigumo versus, I can't remember.
Mazakine.
You fucking asshole.
She's dead. Why do I have to remember her name?
You're a prick. You're a prick.
Things didn't.
Tsuchigumo is a prick.
Yeah.
Giant, monstrous spider fangs.
A big fucking spider here, dick.
Yeah, things didn't go too good.
No, it didn't. I'm back with a vengeance.
You're coming back with a stronger offering, are you?
Mm-hmm. I have a lot of faith in this one.
Okay.
Unless you do something fucking weird.
So, I think last time we had a loser, we let them go first.
Oh, I'll just go first this time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. No. I was going to say, I want him to go first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I want him to go first.
You lie in wait in the waters of a river in County Derry in northwestern Ireland.
Okay.
Saint Patrick is chasing out all your brethren. So you wait. What is passage of time to a dragon? Lignapasht, the last serpent in Ireland.
Okay.
I'm there for it.
That was good. Okay. Welcome.
Welcome.
I was going to say, how do you say it again?
Lignapasht.
Lignapasht. Huh. Don't lick my pasta.
It's that old school Irish.
Yeah.
That, why does this have 7 C's and H's and only 3 of them are pronounced? Don't worry about it, Krzyzewski.
Damn it.
I ain't even going to ask how you spell it. I've got it jotted down in a way that I can pronounce it.
Yeah.
If I read it.
Okay.
So we're good.
Let's get into it.
The last fucking serpent in Ireland.
This kind of I'm a little scared. All right, so where's this going?
Well, am I introing further?
Go for it.
It's a fucking dragon.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying I want to know the abilities. What's his abilities?
Oh, I'm doing a whole thing. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's how that goes. Has it been? Okay.
It has been a while since we did the last one.
Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's how it goes.
Yep, you run your whole thing and you leave out your spec factor, and then we compare that once Crimson has run out of valid arguments.
Fuck you.
So 11 feet tall.
Okay.
So big boy.
That's a little
Not Tsuchigumo big, but still a fucking dragon. Has long fangs that can pierce armor. Scales the size of dinner plates that are stronger than steel. Can breathe underwater. Venom equal to that of a basilisk.
Wow.
Oh,
Fuck
sweet,
you.
sweet.
Fuck you.
Claws that can pierce armor. And can actually control the tides and flows of water.
I'm a little scared about that now. That actually kind of sucks.
He picked the ultimate fish or something.
No,
He picked Frankie Fish from McDonald's. Give me back the filet fish.
I could potentially say that could turn to be an issue.
Well, I will say it's control, not create.
Well,
So this-
that still might be a problem.
So we're looking at a fucking dragon. Now, I mean, obviously we know the difference between dragons and wyverns, so being it can't fly, which seems to be right? Or is it actually
No,
just,
it can fly.
it's just all the way a dragon?
It's a serpentine dragon like, Shenlong.
Got you.
Actually, that's not a bad representation on that poster right there.
Sweet.
Except he has horns like a ram.
Yeah, in case anybody's wondering, we have a really sweet Shenlong poster from Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. I mean, come on now. Classic. Okay. So, here's the thing.
When you scare off all the snakes, you have to face the snake final boss, which is actually a dragon. It's like the weirdest D&D homebrew ever.
So, okay. So, to what extent can this, what's his name?
Lignaposh?
Lignaposh. To what extent can Lignaposh control water? That's what I'm curious about.
So, like I said, it's pretty much he has to be by a big body of water because part of his mythology is that like people still observe odd currents and things in like the river where he's supposedly trapped.
Okay. So that might not be as bad as I thought.
No, it's not like he can just make it rain.
make it rain on these hoes.
And his poison is... Can he do...
He doesn't have a poison breath weapon, but if he bites,
Right.
it's got that whole like super decaying factor.
Okay. That's. I think I have a decent shot. I'm somewhat confident. Okay.
Yeah, I went no trickery, no bells, whistles. It's a fucking dragon.
I sort of did the same thing. So, imagine if you would. You are walking across the, I'm assuming field. I don't know what the like Greek fields look like. I'm assuming field like.
That's insane.
You're walking across a Greek field. You see, flying above you. I wasn't ready for my pitch, so you're just gonna deal with this. You see flying above you, bathed in flames of green and gold.
Okay.
The size of an eagle, possibly the size of an ostrich.
Ooh.
It's not very big. I know it's not very imposing.
Is it a cockatrice?
It is a phoenix.
Oh, okay.
So I picked the phoenix. Now, the reason why I said before we started recording that there's something that I'm going to take as sort of a... So it's going to be kind of a mulligan. So what they say is that this thing, you cannot kill a phoenix. You can kill a phoenix. It just comes back.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say a kill is a kill. So even if it does come back, we're counting that as a victory.
Well, we had that caveat in, whatchamacallit anyway, Valkyrie, because technically they're a spirit.
Yeah. So that's, I'm going to get that out of the way first and foremost, that this, we're not gonna pull that shit. We're like, oh, you can't kill it, I win. You know. So
that was very honorable of you.
Yeah. I'm not doing that shit. So the thing about these, these mythological creatures is that they have the ability to take shape of multiple things. Now, a phoenix does not necessarily have to be a traditionally, we all know what we envision a phoenix to be is, flying, beautiful winged bird. Technically, they could be any bird they wanted to be. So you could have a little fucking Tweety bird phoenix. You could have
that's the saddest fucking phoenix image I think I've ever heard of.
Yeah. You could have an ostrich phoenix. You could have a eagle phoenix.
Turkey vulture
phoenix. Nah,
straight up turkey.
Yeah, it's a straight up
self-cooking bird.
So this thing is special because it can also take the form of a human being. So it has the abilities of a bird and also the abilities of a human and plus as a human.
Okay.
So we'll get into some of these things. The main thing, incineration touch. In human form only, the phoenix has the ability to incinerate anything that it touches, obviously upon immediate contact. They say that it can incinerate something and reduce it to ashes. A whole man, they say, reduce a whole man to ashes in seconds. So now,
yo, that's not bad.
So in human form, this fucker can incinerate you. Hopefully,
well, still a dragon.
Yes. Also, big. So obviously you wouldn't be able to incinerate it within seconds. It has a chance to.
It'd be more seconds.
Yeah.
Because what are we talking in seconds? 5 seconds?
I'm gonna say it wouldn't be like anywhere close to a minute because I feel like that would be like that's stretching it. It's like it took almost a whole minute to fucking turn that.
Like what? If you get touched and in 4 seconds you're gone, or less, seconds. I mean, you're just even if you get halfway incinerated, that's a big deal.
Yep.
I couldn't myself get even a quarter incinerated and be fine.
Yeah. So has the ability to mimic fire, which is kind of interesting. Illusionary fire. Obviously pyrokinesis, we don't gotta really go into that. It's a fucking phoenix. Hopefully it does.
That makes the spec factor interesting.
Superhuman speed. It has hell and holy fire. Yes, because this thing has been used as a, pseudo-religious figure in primarily Egyptian lore. Because eventually it found its way over to Egypt, and then they kind of herald it. I mean, obviously that's where like Ra and shit like that comes from.
Ra dog.
So immortality, like I said, we're scratching that because it dies and comes back. So as long as it dies, it's a victory. So we're scratching that. So when it comes to invulnerability, again, this is kind of that's a maybe. That's a stark maybe. And I'll get to that eventually. Superhuman strength. Obviously, they're incredibly strong. They can lift great weight with their tails. So mind you, most avian creatures have some form of tail. Most phoenixes have a exaggerated tail. So they have really, really long tails in which they can lift heavy things with. They can probably bench more than Arnold Schwarzenegger with a tail. So the other thing is in human form, they're also strong enough to break out of coffins for what it's worth. Nailed, shut, and buried. They can break through theoretically 6 feet of ground and coffins. So not bad. Strong, not that strong, but strong.
Able to shake with something that's fairly big.
Yeah. So healing tears, for what that's worth. heal other things. It also has a healing factor. So
Okay.
if you beat the shit out of it, it can heal up a little bit. It's got to have time. This is over time, obviously. I don't know what the fuck that is. So pyroportation. It can teleport in fire.
Huh.
Yeah. Obviously shapeshifting. That's
This was a really fucking strong offering.
yeah. Shapeshifting is a thing. It obviously, like I said, it can take forms of not only humans, other birds, and technically its true form is a giant bird, the more traditional, like, holy symbol phoenix that
Final
we're used
Fantasy
to.
Phoenix.
Yeah. However, any magic phoenixes are incredibly weak against, and iron. Phoenixes can be killed with iron, straight up iron.
Fairy rules.
Yep.
Huh.
Straight up iron. If you can,
Considering where my guy comes from, the land of fairies.
yeah. So, yeah, it's a very powerful creature, but I will say this: it kind of falls under the same problem of it is small technically.
Is it immune to fire?
It is not immune to fire, but it does control fire. So
Okay.
if you tried to use fire against it, theoretically,
I would rule that would likely just
stop it. Yeah.
or whoosh it harmlessly away.
Yeah.
And then that's now its ability to just teleport through.
In bursts of flames. Now, here's the thing. Obviously, again, it's a bird, right? A lot of people, when they think of Phoenix, they think of like a bird made of fire.
Mhm.
It is a fucking bird. Like, it's definitely a bird. And that's why you could, like, again, you could just stab it right through the chest with a piece of iron and kill it. It's definitely fallible. It's a tough one, but I was coming strong this time, I'm gonna be honest. So, I do have a spec factor, but obviously, I'm holding that because this is a pretty. I think you'll appreciate this spec factor, Chrono.
Okay. No, I mean that was a really good offering. As far as physical defenses, like a snake with a serpentine dragon with dinner plate size scales that are stronger than steel, that is a hard thing to get through. Barring just being able to incinerate it. Like that'd be the interesting factors, being able to open up weak spots.
Yeah.
Fly around very fast, dive in, melt off some of his scales or somehow damage them with heat. Keep going around. The idea of being able to control water is like almost like a 1-to-1 perfect counter.
Yeah.
Because the way that it was described to me, it almost seems like this motherfucking waterbend.
It would
A little bit.
So that actually would be really cool.
But
I did say you can breathe underwater, right?
yes.
Okay.
But that would also be like a lake, and it would have to be next to the lake. And all of his water-based attacks would come localized from the lake. We could all agree on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's controlling water, he's controlling water from a source.
Yes.
Yes.
Where a pyrokinetic,
Pyrokinetic. I'm going to go with that.
a phoenix could just conjure flames. Now, pyroportation, is that like being able to set a fire and then move around away from it and then whoop, back to the fire?
It's essentially the idea is that you just explode into fire and reappear somewhere else. So it kind of plays into the Phoenix's self-resurrection, where it literally blows up and comes back somewhere else.
And then the dual alignment fire was something that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
'Cause it could be like evil and good damage if we're playing Pathfinder. The poison bite, that's a big fucking deal.
Mm.
Because if it's that same kind of like dissolve your ass type of thing, like the basilisk,
Mm.
all it takes is getting bit one time and then the timer's ticking.
Yeah.
Like you will die. The tough thing is, right, when you're so big, you're not necessarily fast. Swimming around, if you go underwater, you could just breathe underwater. You're not going to get set on fire.
Yeah.
And there's hardly ever anything that can be done. And it almost becomes a stalemate at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try to think of something else. You know, the speed and the power of a phoenix could help it. Like, you know, maybe you drop a rock on him or something. You drop a rock on this massive dragon. You're definitely faster, right? Even in human form.
Yeah.
And I think that's the one thing that's kind of interesting about the Phoenix is that human form doesn't lose too much speed.
Mm.
And it seems like it actually keeps all of the physical abilities, like with just being able to like be strong and lift things.
I would say it's also worth noting, though, just obviously to point out potential victory paths. You could still knock out a phoenix.
Like unconscious.
You could choke the fucker and knock it out. Provided it doesn't incinerate you, you could literally, like, it was described as if you can hang it, you can knock it out for a period of time. If you dropped something large on it and it didn't have enough time to react, like it's still, again, that it's still like physical, you know.
It's still got a lot of bird-like qualities.
yeah, it's a bull.
A big ostrich, a big fire ostrich.
So does that mean it has hollow bones?
Yeah, it's got the same exact build. I mean, however, it's durable. It's more durable than an average bird, but it got hollow bones. It got hollow bones like a bird, man. It's bird.
If it was in ostrich mode, it wouldn't have hollow bones.
Yeah. Like, switch to ostrich mode.
The fuck is this? A Power Ranger bird?
Quick, Phoenix, switch to ostrich mode.
Yo,
What sound does an ostrich make?
I don't even. I don't know if that's it.
That just sounded like you being gross.
Or a cow dying?
Emu. Like an ostrich says emu. That would be sick.
What the fuck?
Emu. It's a fucking Pokemon.
Yes. What is going on?
Oh my goodness.
We can deny it no longer. It is time for the spec factor reveal. And do not say big fucking snake.
No, that's not
I will
it.
lose my shit.
Well, like I said, it's only 11 feet tall compared to 60-foot fucking tall Tsuchigumo's ass. Nothing is big.
I mean, you still got fucking like ostrich size at best, unless it, you know, awakens its true form, which in most times it doesn't.
Right. So the whole fire thing, this is still a dragon.
Okay.
Spec Factor is a breath weapon that can melt stone.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I didn't even think about that. That's kind of interesting.
That's a lot of heat.
that's kind of a double entendre, isn't it?
Yeah, bro. It's bringing heat.
Like he spits fire.
I spit fire, melt boulders.
Okay.
I wish I had bars. That's a fucking
So
great
to
line.
make things more interesting,
Fire
I'm gonna say
melt.
it's plasma instead of flame.
Okay.
I mean, yeah,
That checks. I'm good with that. Spec Factor is a burning hot plasma breath. I can take that. burning hot stank breath.
Got that hot breath.
Like, what the fuck is that? You halitosis ass motherfucker.
I'm a dragon. What do you want? You don't make toothbrushes in my size or breath mints. And sheep gets rancid after a couple days.
It'd be like somebody just wheels in like 3 carts of breath mints. It's just like half at it.
Like, what is this tribute? Are you telling me my breath stinks? Like, I shouldn't have been smart. That was a bad idea. Then you just get immolated. You're gone.
Then his breath weapon becomes a cold breath.
Frozen solid.
Okay.
I need more wintergreen.
Are you prepared?
Yeah.
Spec factor for the Phoenix. Chronokinesis.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Time magic.
Yeah. So a Phoenix has control over time, which is one of the reasons why they say that it is never aging, is that it just doesn't let itself age.
That is kind of an insane thing for a bird to have.
Yeah. That boy's got control over time.
What are we talking intelligence-wise for this thing?
It is at least intelligent as a human, at
Yeah.
least.
Okay.
Same with Lignipasht. It's a dragon. It can talk.
Yeah.
No, I was like worried that the fucker was as smart as a bird.
Yeah.
Fucking rooster
It's just
out
like-
here. Just
Just dumb as fuck. Just
fucking
fucking
turkey.
reminds time of the beginning of fucking time. You fucking asshole.
That's the real reason behind Groundhog Day. It's just a fucking turkey intelligent phoenix.
Yep.
You've doomed us all, you shit. Yeah, it can literally freeze, rewind, speed up. It can hyper age somebody if it wanted to. This thing's pretty fucking shot.
All right.
So it could just stop time?
Yeah. Yep.
Fuck.
Limited. That's the one thing. It is limited. It's not an indefinite thing. That's why Phoenix do still age. They age incredibly slowly because it's kind of like, imagine if you just kind of like,
I needed something with more magic because
yeah, yeah,
The magic is hard on this one, dude.
yep. Dude, here's the thing. I just doubled down on magic. I'm
Like tripled down on magic.
yeah, I want this magical fucker to be just strong as shit.
Oh, and it could also control time. Are you ready for that shit?
Yeah, equal weakness to magic, but incredibly magically powerful.
should have gone with the Dullahan. Can't stop a spirit.
Interesting.
Which, oh boy, seeing as I'm pretty sure what the final's gonna be.
It's starting to shape up to be
Phoenix is pretty fucking strong, man.
Versus Valkyrie.
Yeah, yep.
like that's gonna be the final 100%. There's no
Like you fucking bored. Heavenly power sticks to the chest with a sword.
like, oh, look at this really cool feather, a new plume to put on my helmet. I don't know why I made my Valkyrie sound like Julia Child.
Julia Child.
I've got a new bubble for my helmet.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, no, I think it's a pretty solid spec factor.
Little more than solid.
I will say this though, it's technically a magic. So if you had something that could break said magic, or it was
Protect
immune,
yourself from the magic.
yeah.
I mean, no, because that's kind of the big thing is like literally Lignipasht is defeated by they get a bunch of people together and they get a priest. They're like, dude, you got to go deal with this dragon because it's murdering the shit out of all of us. And he goes and gets like 3 reeds from a river and talks to God. And God is like, yeah, go deal with the dragon and I'll help you out. And then he turns them into steel and it snaps the dragon down in place. And the dragon's last request is, let me look at the water. And that's the mythology of that's why he can control water, is because like there's weird like eddies and currents and flows and shit that happened in the county of Derry.
That's incredibly dramatic.
That's incredibly sad.
Yeah. Just let me look at the water. Like, what the fuck, man? I'm sorry. Just don't kill things. I'll let you go.
Imagine you're just poning people left and right. And the last thing is like, you're going to make, after all that shit, you're going to make people feel a little bit sorry for you. Ate all my fucking cows and sheeps.
And my daughter.
Like yeeted my son into the stratosphere. But the way he went.
Everyone's just standing there like, fuck, man. Does anybody else feel
his
bad?
eyes looking at the water, you're like,
Like, I don't know why, guys. I feel
Can
bad.
we send him to England?
Like, just
oh my gosh.
put him on a wagon.
They wouldn't be able to handle it. I was about to start shitting on the Church of England. Oh, damn. Oh my gosh.
Oh, fucking got Irish as shit right there.
Oh, I almost flipped the switch. So let's try to finish this showdown.
What is there to finish? He has time magic.
I was gonna try to drag it out, but I guess there's no point wasting time.
Stupid. You're stupid.
Yeah, I gotta side with the Phoenix on this
I
one.
can't even argue.
Bro.
I was mad. I lost. What did I lose? 3 in a row?
No, you won the first one. Medusa died.
Okay, yeah, right. Okay, so I lost 2 back to back. I'm like, I gotta get this one back.
Yeah, you didn't want only Chronos stable to go against
Yeah.
one of your guys.
Well, I would have let you pick which one from the second grouping you wanted.
Well, thanks for that consolation prize.
I mean, that's a very generous prize.
No, it's a generous prize.
If
I'm
your
kidding.
ass was getting worked, which is what I was thinking was going to happen.
I'm not gonna lie. This week I was like, fuck it, man. I gotta come strong with this.
All right, I'm gonna be buffing up Tsuchigumo. This is gonna be fun.
So, I mean, really, there's not a lot that can be said about, even with League Napash's defenses of, being like really strong in the scales. Like, you can't just wing after it with any weapon and hurt it. But being able to just completely like incinerate something, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And even the counter of just hiding underwater and just being able to breathe underwater almost forever, being able to bring him out with, like attacks, like heavy items, being able to lift, and then just stopping time. Not a lot of shit you can do against an enemy that can just stop time. And if he fucks up, he can rewind time.
Yeah.
Which almost, it's one of those things where,
It's Prince of Persia rules, man.
yeah.
Whoops.
It was admirable of you to forego the constant revival as a factor, but also being able to rewind time is a big fucking deal.
Yeah, that was when I saw that. I was like, spec factor right there. That's beautiful.
No, I mean, shit.
I didn't want to lose this time.
It's not even a shakedown. Like, honestly, I think if you were to do the thing, if you were to run it a bunch of times, I think most of the time the Phoenix would take that. It was probably the only thing that can face a Valkyrie at this point. I mean, there are things that are like stupidly huge and like massively powerful. Like, you can come up with any amount of like OP, like designated stupid OP monsters.
Well, we kind of have rules going against that.
Yeah, but like, yeah, this actually works. You know, it checks. The thing that's going to be dangerous for the Phoenix going forward in what is going to be the second heat.
Yep.
Oh, we made it.
We're in the semifinals next month.
Yep.
Woo!
It's going to have to find some way to not be bird durability. Because there's no way it's getting a good single swing. Like even passing by, if you're on the run, you just get, I mean, a frying pan, bro.
Well,
It doesn't even.
so our first heat in the semifinals is Ifrit versus Valkyrie.
Ooh, man. I'm gonna have to start doing some digging there.
And then it's Tsuchigumo versus the Phoenix.
Ooh, that's going to be an interesting one.
Ooh, man.
But the illusions come back into play.
There's illusion fire that can be done.
Yeah.
So it's
Very specific illusion, though, and also weird considering you can actually control fire.
well,
fake them out.
so
Wow, you're ready for that. Boom, gotcha.
Wisps are, right? Those
Yeah.
little. That's kind of what I imagine the idea behind a illusionary fire would be.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes more sense.
or if you're trying to like send somebody a message but not actually burn their house down.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, it's like that episode of Full Metal Alchemist, and it's like, but like every other snap is like nothing.
Boom! Ow! The second one was like, why? Boom, ow! Like Roy Mustang's having way too much fun. He's hitting you with that 2 for flinching.
More so on envy than lust.
Oh my God.
yeah.
Just, oh, my eyes. That I can see. Oh, my eyes.
2 for flinching. And with that, we have reached the end. We are critical hit. That was round 4 of Mythical Champions. Rest in peace, Leak Demashed. I think I said that correctly.
Let me look at the water.
You shouldn't have done that, you asshole.
Like Phoenix lost because he feels bad.
He explodes.
Like, what the fuck? No!
Find us wherever you find your favorite Mythical Champions podcast. Find us on Apple, Google, Spotify, iHeart, Pandora, others.
YouTube.
Yeah.
At Crit Tube.
Subscribe at that Crit Tube, man.
Yep, subscribe.
X?
What? I'm not used to it. Find us on X. Ugh.
What?
At Crit Hit.
It's no longer Twitter.
Fuck! I remember reading that! Fuck! Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
I don't like that.
New episodes every Friday. Until then, don't call it X. I don't know, man.
Time magic is the strongest.
Wait, no,
Time
no.
magic, we stop X.
Twitter will live forever because of Phoenix.
$17.38.
Hey!
Okay, here we go.
Like, could you tell who was who?